everybody. I hope, well, if your Monday isn't being kind to you, I hope you're being kind to yourself. Just looking at you, Val. And hey there, Evergreen Moth. It is great to see you. You're here for your foot massage. You know, I am happy to oblige. How is it going tonight? You can 100% tell. Oh my goodness. I thought we could avoid this. It's like Miss Floofy Pants knows that I'm going live, and she immediately demands a change in her room status. Whether it's in or it's out. She's determined. 1 second. You had your caps lock on, Evergreen. You know, I do that especially if I'm playing like games that are like WASD controls. I accidentally hit caps lock like all the time. So I completely understand. Completely. But tonight we are just kind of vibing, just kind of sitting back and playing some Planet Coaster. I have a really busy week this week, and so the schedule's a lot different than normal. Usually, you know, let me go ahead and go to the game, right? We'll just start playing while we talk. But usually, who didn't test this? I didn't test this. Yes, there we are. What was I saying there? Oh, I'm just gonna have a really, really busy week this week. So, decided to stream today instead of Wednesday, and then Friday instead of Saturday. And you can see it on the Discord. I should probably update it on the schedule here as well. But yeah, tonight, literally just vibing. I have no plan, and I think it'll be just the right way to do it tonight. You're feeling scared to shut off your emotions. I'm sorry, Val. You know, it is important to feel your emotions. That is for sure. That's something that I have a hard time doing. Like, letting my emotions flow through me instead of distracting myself, right? I tend to distract myself when I'm feeling an emotion that I don't want to feel. But the unfortunate reality is it's still there. I haven't let it flow through me, right? Until I let that happen, it's gonna be there. And so that's been a fun exercise as of late, right? So, and just try, you know, hopefully you are not judging your emotion in any way. You're okay. At least right now, right here with us. But just know it is temporary, no matter how permanent it may feel. I'm living proof of that, my friend. And I'm sending you the biggest hug, all of you, the biggest hug that I can. And this park here, so I have been building, I mean, this whole thing is essentially the palace of Zeus, right? But with any good palace, right, you have the front area with the businesses. Out there is probably like the little villages, and people come in here to trade. If this wasn't a theme park, of course. And after several layers of defense, you have the main palace. And that is where our current, what's the word, marquee ride is being designed. And so since we were together last, I've done a few things that have started to complete the theming a little bit more. We still have a long way to go. So this coaster, let me see, it's currently closed because Planet Coaster 2 has this glitch in it that is so frustrating. But what it does is, down here, you see the minimum interval. I'll move my head. It says 2 seconds, but you know what I had it originally set as? I have it set at 25 seconds. And what that does is it allows the cars to go through each section without creating a block section. But every time I restart the game, it once again reverts to 2 seconds. So we're turning it back on. We're going to let people ride it. And this is our ride, Hephaestus's Fall. Now, when I was streaming last time, this was just an open field. And so what I'm doing is I'm adding what would essentially be, this is the inner sanctum of the palace, right? Now, I don't know how everything's going to connect over here. But what I did was I took this one building, which is this whole station. I took that from the Frontier Workshop and then duplicated it, flipped it, and made it a larger, essentially a larger compound, right? Now, I might get rid of this. I might keep it. Probably we'll keep it, and maybe we'll put some kind of fountain or feature like under there. One second. You're literally just exhausted. You've got no energy because of your new medication. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry, Val. I hope that you know that, I hope that you know that you are, you are a good brother. You love Bean. And hopefully with the new medication, you will start to feel less of the side effects and more of the benefits in the very near future. That's what I'm hoping for you. So with this right here, what I did was I created a blueprint of my own. So let's go over here, blueprints, and I called it myth something. I'm gonna grab my tea. Where is it? Here. Because this originally didn't have ends, I built ends and created a blueprint of it. Myth trim, just the trim. Mythology wall piece. Myth wall chunk with ends. It's got the ends we all love. You've already distanced yourself from hazards. Good. You know, you're taking action and using the tools that you have. And that is enough. Even if it doesn't feel that way in the moment. Let's see here. No, I'm just gonna kind of combine them here. I don't know how that is gonna look, but it works really well for the coaster. Yeah, I think that works. Gonna need to figure out this little piece though. Let's just make more. there. And then we'll fill in the space, like we'll get rid of that, but we'll fill in the space with more marble block. And I guess we just need a little bit more and then we'll go around the back, huh? Yeah. And then here, I am thinking like over top of the marble, I'm gonna put up, like we're gonna get rid of these floating bushes and stuff. And we're gonna bring things like all of this down. We're basically making the building taller than it was. I've already built the kind of underpinning on most of it, and we just gotta connect the floor to it. You're scared because you don't want to disappoint anyone. A very valid fear and a very normal one. I completely understand. And believe you me, if you do the best you can with what you have right now in front of you, I'm sure you won't disappoint anyone. But if for some reason someone is disappointed, I hope that you're kind to yourself. That's the most important thing. Don't put too much on yourself. And that's the pot calling the kettle black, right? Easier said than done. Much easier said than done. Link. Oops. Oh no. Here, I'm gonna just grab another one. Got the ends we all love. You try not to, but you always do. Yeah. Well, I also understand, and in those moments, because I say that I've said the same thing, right? Well, I always do. But probably there's a moment that you haven't. And I encourage you to find that moment and then be proud of it. And that can be your fuel to do it again. Just be easy on yourself. Sometimes it takes strategy to do that. It's a choice. Oh, and here's where I can put like a roof gable thing. I've struggled with roof corners, I'll be honest. Very much have. And I think we're even enough, right? I'm gonna say that we are. Whee! So this blueprint was just a pulled and modified chunk of the basic mythological entrance. Kind of looks like a castle. So it's not a wholly original piece. Hardly any of this is. And I need to do some excavating. We need this to all be flat-ish. Flat enough to put down the fake ground above the real ground. Fake ground. I think that's what they call floor. That's what fake ground is, right? That's what that is. It's a floor. Hey, Chase. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing tonight? Congratulations on second? Maybe? No, it couldn't be. Yes, it's second. Congratulations. Fake ground equals floor. It's what I'm saying. It's what I've been telling the people. They don't listen. Why are emotions so hard? You know, that is the $1 million question. Wish I had an answer for you. Yes, wake up, people. Floors are fake ground. So I'm just gonna keep building this until we have a full circumference, and then I'll dig it out. But it is the very base of our Mount Olympus. Still needs a column placed there, kind of like what we did over here. This turntable is held up by a really scaled up column. Grab some tea 1 second. Yeah, and like these doors over here, they are currently shut, but what I want to do is take the animatronic doors and have them open on triggers. There's going to be so many triggered things happening, especially when we fly through the airship. Wait, this airship. We're gonna have explosions coming out and steam blasting through. It's gonna be hopefully a really silly time. But for right now, we are building Palace Wall. Are these characters autoerotica? Lawyer Jurassic Park. Alright, I think the kitty has gone to sleep. I'm gonna shut the door now so Snap doesn't have to hear me the whole time. I know a lot of people stream from a computer that's in a more communal area of the house. You know, I can usually there's cameras, right? Instead of just anime face. And I will say the partners and people living in a house with somebody who's streaming in a common area and still allow them to have a great sounding stream. They are gods. They should be venerated as saints. Okay, so I'm not going to build any further this way for now. So we have a fence coming this way, or a wall coming this way. This whole thing is going to be filled with the marble, but it's really easy to place. It's a building. So I'm going to scoot this closer. I just got a tripod for my face tracking 2 years into streaming, and I finally don't have my phone sitting in a cup. I got a whole new computer, a whole VR full body rig, and my phone was still sitting in a cup. But we do love Snap in this house. Snap is the best. That is for sure. He is the best of us. Okay, so also... Okay, these is not connected. Should I? I'm just gonna pull another one of these. Bring it down. Something like that. I'm still not brave enough to make a building from scratch. Sure. But it's been fun modifying the buildings that I've used it's allowed me to learn a lot more. Maybe one day I will be able to build my own. There and and just gonna be like a little bit short. I guess we can run this one there. I mean, either way, it's gonna be tiny. Oops. Yeah, I mean, because of the nature of some of these pieces and the way it was built, this one little edge is not part of the rest of the building. It was some mistake that I couldn't figure out how to rectify. So that's why I'm not just selecting all of this, and I'm using the blueprint. You hate crying? Well, I know it sucks. When I have a lot of tears, I just remember that my brain needs it. Your brain needs it right now. So just let it happen without judging it. It's okay. Oops. Wait, now we're crooked. Oh. Okay, well, I'm not great with the rotation tool, especially when we're dealing with tiny little baby amounts. Well, I think I can make that work. I think I know. I was feeling unconfident, but then I looked up and saw the giant crick in the neck of the roof. Yeah. XX. Right there. And then maybe we can come out just a little bit. My impression of Waluigi playing Planet Coaster. Oh no, we're not even. It's fine. We don't need to be even. We do have a secret hole that we need to fill. So we're gonna duplicate this. Gonna have to just jut it right up against. Isn't the best craftsmanship, but it's, we're gonna pretend that none of you saw this. None of you saw it. It looks perfect. It's a perfect baby. Yes, Chase is completely right. If you don't let it out, it won't leave. You can distract yourself. That's what I'm good at. But if you're just distracting yourself, it's still there. And perhaps even getting worse. But it is temporary, right? Once you let it all out, it is temporary. They're still waiting, right? Lurking, gaining strength, ready to strike. I'm just checking around here to see if there are any weak points in the wall. I think we got it. So I'm gonna worry about finishing touches and stuff. And I kind of do some of that stuff off stream. Oh, these are tiny enough. I think we're going to be fine. If I delete. Oopsie. That was a mistake that I made. Edit building. I just got a little click happy. That's all. I just got a little sloppy. Oh, sweet. It leaves the floor intact. All right, so we're just going to build more of those. This would be good. We have all of this still. Let's bring it down. But I'm going to bring it down straight. Like I'm going to make it even so it's kind of like the cliff comes up to the wall. It's not great security. Well, let's start with this side of the wall and then we'll worry about that side of the wall and the lore behind their security system. Let's see. Double click on terrain and we'll go with an intensity of 51%, relatively small size, and we'll do flatten to foundation. We'll make this our control. Nice. Making it happen. Yeah. Thank you, Chase. I appreciate it. It is definitely, here's this whole view of it. Doing pretty good. I'm feeling really confident about it. Now, I need to go through, like, once I get all the structure, I need to go through and do a lot of fine detail work. But this will definitely be the most complicated park that I've ever done. I think it would be fun to turn this into like a YouTube tour type of video. And maybe use this to make another coaster that's like a YouTube exclusive type of deal. But I show you all everything here on stream, so it wouldn't really be exclusive. But you know what I mean. Like a produced video. I did that with I did 2 episodes of a I'm getting distracted. I did 2 episodes of a roller coaster tycoon coaster building series that's like sleep related, sleep focused. They're a lot of work, and that was like over a year ago. I just kind of abandoned it, but I'm really thinking about getting back into it, but with Planet Coaster. There's a lot of people in that space, to be honest. Oops. More than I expected, at least. People playing Planet Coaster specifically to help you sleep. I'm glad they're there. Okay, so we're flattening out. Guess we don't need to worry too much about this. We just gotta make sure that it's... Yeah, I guess we should. I'm gonna stop. And we're gonna build a bunch of floor. That's what I could do. It's like select a bunch, right? Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. Split from building and then advanced move duplicate. Then it won't be the same building. That could be a mess. That will be a mess. Hey, chasing cars, how are you doing? Have a nice time building or seeing something built? Oh, thank you. I hope you're having a great night. Welcome in, my friend. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. We're just trying out different strategies for designing around and adding to amazing creations from the workshop. I had a bit of a sneeze, had to mute it there for a second. You're doing well? I'm so glad to hear that. I'm doing well myself. Had a really nice weekend. Got to spend time with friends that I haven't seen in a long, long time. Really, really nice. I'm heading into a very busy week, and that's why I'm streaming tonight instead of Wednesday. But it's all good things, all good reasons why I'm busy. There we go. Oh, we're on a different level here. Oh. Oh. Well, you know what? We'll just build. Can we just go down one? It'll just be a double. It'll just be a double. It'll be fine. Boink. Ah. That's gonna take forever to build. Oh, but we only have to do that to the perimeter, right? We'll worry about that in a minute. We're just gonna keep building these. Are my friends aware of my Twitch streaming? A few of them are. A handful are. Now the ones I had dinner with and hung out with, they actually don't. But yeah, my coworkers know, and my Dungeons and Dragons group knows. But I've kept it pretty small, the circle of people that know. What about you? Do you share your stream to family and friends? Yeah, one of the people that comes in and hangs out sometimes, Faraday Lives. It's one of my best, my absolute best friend, that's for sure. You can have more than one best friend. One of my closest friends. There we go. And we're just gonna keep slamming them down. I hope the clicking isn't too annoying for you all, if you're even hearing it. Gotta keep going. It's a lot of surface area, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. We'll have to bring stuff down lower. But I put these buildings in a way that worked for the coaster, not the other way around. Minecraft vibes, so true. You started building in Planet Coaster for that collab and built an awesome coaster, and your partner, oh, that was my chair popping, and your partner did the same. Oh, nice. Is it Tinky Cat? Is it Death's collab? No, Death's doing a showcase. Oh, Tinky's. That's so awesome. I really should get in there. I love Tinky. Tinky's fantastic. Oh, your two brothers follow you. They've popped in a couple times. And you've had 2 IRL friends join the stream once. It's more awkward than you would have expected having people you know personally in chat. Yes, it is at first. And you're talking to somebody who is performing behind a face-tracked rigged model, right? When I first started streaming, the idea that my bosses or people would see me doing VTubing, I was just worried they wouldn't understand. But I've always just had a lot of support. And people do learn about it, and I'm very grateful for that. So what are you building, Cars? What are you building in Tinky's collab park? And also just a question for anybody. What is your favorite thing to build in Planet Coaster? Like a favorite type of coaster? Do you prefer to just do buildings? Some people they specialize in recreations. You've tried to explain it to your mom many times and she still doesn't understand. Yes, to people who don't understand it, I explain it to them like a show. I mean, essentially, that's kind of what it is. It's a scheduled event of sorts. And then whenever I put it in that way, they just kind of, oh, okay, makes sense. And bring it over. Okay. We'll make the perimeter too high. It'll be fine. Boink, 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 boink. I guess that means we have to do it over here. I'm getting kind of lost with this camera angle, to be honest. Bink, bink, bink. You started with terraforming after the coaster, and then Spawn made an island out of everything. Oh, that's super cool. An island. I haven't made an island yet. Oh, I take that back. It's more of like a delta. It's like a series of large chunks of land with a river running through it. But that's not an island. Sorry, I knocked my cup against a candle. You talked to her today and she asked what you were up to this week. Told her probably streaming at some point. Oh, what movie? Right? That's what most people think of when they hear streaming, right? You're gonna watch Netflix. I think that's everything. Let me get in here. You know what? Let's take this bad boy for a ride. I haven't really seen it since I've done a lot of this decorating, so can't hurt to try. So it'll give me a second to take a sip of some tea. Hey, you got the game, right? Hey, other guy. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. This, guess it's Tuesday morning for you. About to take a ride on the coaster, as it has been continuously themed. Here we are, taking the next seat. Here we go. Doink. Terraforming and realism are your weaknesses. You're still pretty good at it though. You know, I was just saying earlier that I'm not so good at making buildings. I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. There's Zeus coming to get us. And then we take a dive right through. And then we take a loop around our drop tower ride. Yeah, would love to see what you all create. And here we're gonna have a bunch of timed explosions. Daddy Denial. Hello everyone, greetings from Germany. Hey there, hope you all are doing amazing. I am doing amazing. Welcome in. It's great to see you. How are you doing? I guess it would be early morning for you. Here's where we do backwards. I need to remove some of these trees. Also, I really like your name, Daddy Denial. So here's our what's it gonna be called, dark ride section. I've just put up the structure that's from the Frontier Workshop and merged two of them. But we're gonna, of course, really clean that up. 1st of April, but you and or Spawn will probably stream in between. Nice. Nice. Yeah, your truck simulator streams are very entrancing. And then now we get thrown off of Mount Olympus into some timed fire. Now this whole thing is going to be on fire. We're basically being cast into the underworld. And then blasting out of it, and then we don't escape. We come out, we get sucked out of the underworld and right back into Zeus's arms. Nothing we can do to stop it. And of course those walls are gonna be fixed. Your life is being cast into the underworld. Real. Very felt. I need to remove that. Oh! Hitting walls. Yeah. So we do have ads starting in about a minute. I will take a short little break once we hit those ads, but if you are new here, what I like to say every ad break is I'm not invested in you watching these things. In fact, I think ads are bad for your brain. So, I mean, if I ever become partner, will I be allowed to say that? Who knows, but for now I can. So please stand up, take a stretch, grab a bev. We will be here when you return. And, you know, if we were playing a narrative game, I would stop down altogether. But, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, and we'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Exactly, Chase. If they come asking. Max volume, all ads, eyes wide open. All right, I'll be right back. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I love that song, but I love LofiGeek as an artist. They are phenomenal. There's just something about it. Alrighty, we are back in business. Chase, those emotes are amazing. First of all, your eyeball emote, that is yours. That is great. And the cheese pom-poms, also fantastic. Well, I hope those ads were not too terrible on you. We're over here building a palace in a green punk / steampunk mythological setting. It's like if Zeus was a future member of Greenpeace and also had technology beyond our wildest dreams. Let's take out these walls. The eyeball, you bought the license from Adobe Stock. Hey, stock footage, stock photos are valid. An artist is getting paid, and that's what matters. It's about the curation, and your curation is wonderful. I'm gonna scooch it. Oh, does that mean I'm gonna have a hole? No, I have a wall. Oh, don't have wall everywhere. Okay, I'm deleting. I got a little carried away, I see. Let's see, it's a 1, 2, 2 walls. Hi, Snap. Snap just stuck his head in the door. I have googly eyes on. Oh, now they're gone. How's it going? Hope he took a nap with you. Oh yeah. Oh. Ew. Ew for your husband. Ew. We have this little cat toy. Thank you for that other guy. We have this little cat toy that when the cats hit it, it makes a little ew, like a little mouse sound. Every time a cat hits it, Snap and I, one of us will go ew. Ew, ew. Got like 6 of them in a row. This one has a wall, so I'm gonna... Oh. Okay, so I'm deleting this too. We're gonna get a little creative here. Meh, meh, meh. Is that too close? Not for fantasy. If they want to lose their fingers, I mean, that's up to them. You can't believe you resisted redeems for so long, still saving for Ascension. Ascension is a glorious, glorious place to be. An ascended part of the being pantheon. Out. Look. It will definitely be the largest redeem you've made on Twitch, for sure. I don't think I've ever made a redeem. I've ever done a redeem that large. What's the word? Redeemed a redeem that large. I built that because I can't remember, it was probably several people. We're just getting so many beans. It's like we need something that's like a high value reward, but like, what is that thing? That's where I came up with Bean God. Okay, so that one's good. Wait, can't wait for the cat cam, croc cam. I'm not gonna give away my crocs for free, my crocked feet for free. In this economy, on this website. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? I want to make a tiny one. I think there's no way out of it. Well, try me. Let's see. I just don't want to rebuild this part. And I found a way to cheat it, I think. So, you only need a couple, right? Like 2. So we're gonna do that. Honestly, I've been really thinking hard about the cat cam, and I think it's gonna be something I'll do at some point. I'm gonna be painting the room here, and I think that's a good opportunity to then maybe do a cat cam. Don't hold me to it, but a lot more often than not these days, one of the kitties is sleeping behind me during the stream. So at this point, it's free cat, easy cat. So I'm sure it will happen. So I'm gonna put this down, and then I'm gonna delete that, and that. And then I'm gonna take this plus this, and then I'm going to confirm selection and then duplicate and advanced move. I'm gonna line it up. Crooked. One of your Twitch friends, his wife is off in knitting while he streams. He recently started a knit cam. I would watch that. It'd be awesome. I have been wanting to learn how to knit. Probably wouldn't do it on stream. Oops. Oh, I was moving the wrong one. No, it was the right one. Let's do it again. So I select, confirm, and then Advanced move and rotate. I think that's close enough. And then we're literally just going to go. No, we're not going to make that sound again, but we're going to do that. I like it. I feel like it needs to move. Like, something like this. Maybe it's just a little bit more even. We can get too close. Well, a little. Yeah. Keep all hands and arms inside the vehicle because you're going by that corner fast, you guys. You've thought about learning how to knit many times, but never followed through. You was big into boondoggle back in your Boy Scout days. Yes. I did a little bit of Boy Scouts, but being that I was raised in a like fundamentalist Christian household, they had their own version of Boy Scouts, the Royal Rangers. So that's what I did. We still went camping and stuff, but we did it for Jesus or whatever. Instead of just basic life skill. But I did get a love of camping from that. That's for sure. Let's see. It's coming through. So, boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Now you're streaming for Jesus, hallelujah. I'm sure he wouldn't be proud of this stream, and that is totally fine with me. No, I'm sure he would be, right? Who knows? I don't. Anybody watching, this is not a Christian stream, we're running a joke. Okay, we're gonna put a fountain down. I'm thinking it should go between these two. There's not a lot of space, but I think that sound is Miss Floofy Pants digging in the litter box. You were one merit badge away from Eagle Scout? It was family life, and your mom was badge counselor. That's sweet. But you couldn't get the family life. What was the family life merit badge? One of my nephews got Eagle Scout. I was so proud of him. It was a lot of work. Actually, we have a massive fountain. The ghost statue. It's absolutely massive. Too big for there, but I'm gonna put it on advanced move. We're gonna find a place for it that is dramatic. Maybe it goes back here, but then nobody's gonna see it back here. We could put a second one in, maybe. You don't know. You don't know. You never did it. True. Very true. Your mom and stepdad were adamant about you and your brothers getting Eagle. None of you did. Nothing like being a disappointment. Joking. Snap's moving some stuff around. Let me shut the door. There's a lot of activity outside. But that had to be a lot of work, though, getting all the way to Eagle. Snap just came in with Cupcake. Let's go. I heard her crying. She was probably bored. Should we put another one of these somewhere? Like on the back end? Or should we maybe find a different... We can always bring it back, right? Custom mythology water fountain. This one's cool, but it's not really like... It's like more like a base of a fountain. Maybe we could put this one somewhere over here. Because we have a lot of empty space over here, that the more I look at it, the less I know what to do with it. We could put a shop or two, but beyond that, right? Just realized the music was really quiet. There we go. There's a light. Should we put it here? No, I know where it should go though. This open area here that I wasn't sure what to do with, because we needed some kind of like welcome to like this part of the park, right? Oh, it was tied to the Mormon church back in Utah back then. But in your particular ward church, they gave the roles of scout leaders to inactive or potentially inactive members. So you were the only troop at scout camp that had leaders who cursed. It sounds like you maybe had some good influences. If this can be resized. Bet you only parts. Yeah, only parts can be resized. I think that was where it was. I'm gonna respawn it. Yeah. Because I think it was spawned on rough land and it was not quite straight. It was a little crooked. Oops. Yeah, I was worried it was too big, but I don't think it is. I think we're going for, like, some pomp and circumstance, or whatever you say. Making a palace, it has to be grandiose, self-important, all those good things. I want it to be like right in the middle. Just a little crooked. Right there. many did not have positive experiences with scouts, and for good reasons, but for you, it was one of the best parts of your childhood. That is so really great to hear. Oh, I need to remove the path under here. Well, okay, let's do it. I'm very grateful for community organizations of all different types. As long as they're an actual force for good, I'm about to screw with this a lot. I feel uneasy. I haven't... Let's hope we can make this work. I guess we can snap too, so it should be okay, right? Okay, we're gonna do stamp builder. It's gonna be tiny. Okay, so we're gonna start over here. And I feel like I did something wrong. Maybe not. Need a better view. Okay. There. Are people gonna walk through that though? Okay, what I need to do is restart the grid. Or better yet, restart the grid here. Still really big. Well, let's worry about that in a minute. Let's just make our path, and then we'll get as close to here as we can. Okay, that connects. What book on stream am I currently on? I am too steep. Let's try again. I am currently on The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. We have read the first 2/3 of the book, so we only have 1/3 left. And it's been really good. It's been very provocative, that's for sure. Sackbutt, our new stream mascot, the great and powerful Sackbutt. Just trying to, there we go. Just kind of fix it, but we're gonna build at some point more of these steps, so as long as it's flat and straight. You remember now a bit of needed censorship, if you remember. Yeah. There's just so much casual, not so much. There are unforeseen moments of casual racism and sexism in places that you don't always expect it. and it just pops right out at you to remind you that this was written in the Victorian times. So we now have that. What I'm going to end up doing, and I'll deal with the details later, is I'm going to probably build flowers around and then get really fine detail with the path. People can get around. It's blocked in, basically. And I think it looks pretty handsome right there. It fills out the space. Now over here, we have lots of stuff. Do I know what the next book will be? I'm not 100% sure. I have a few in mind, but I'm trying to read them beforehand. I had the War of the Worlds ready to go, but probably gonna be a little while before I read that. Because it's just about the destruction of a major city. That's not the vibe. But I do have a few in the chamber, like Sherlock Holmes stories, or maybe Winnie the Pooh, or another Oz book. And if you have any recommendations, please give them. Please feel free to give them. You know what? We're going to edit the scenery group and we're going to add flowers. Yeah, so we can kind of hide it. Maybe for other flowers, we will change the colors randomly or in like a specific line. But for now, this works to just kind of blend it in. It's gonna be a really fast zip by if you even see it at all on the coaster. I also see that we need to add wall here. But what I think we're going to do instead is I think I would like to work on the trigger system with this. I want to make the explosion effect situation. Before you deleted your TikTok, you followed an Oz historian. The Oz rabbit hole and fandom goes deeper than you ever knew. I've been learning a lot. I didn't realize how many books there were. And how strong opinions people have, strong of opinion people have about the different authors of the series that have taken over time. All of that good stuff. So when they hit it, we're gonna pretend that this is a flammable gas. We won't say hydrogen, but it might be. Maybe they haven't learned their lesson yet. We're gonna just say it. I keep hitting W because I want to move forward, but instead we're gonna grab flame. So we have flamethrower narrow, flamethrower burst, flamethrower, or is it explosion? Stick to surface. The smoke is a little dirty, but you know what? I guess, yeah, it's burning. It's burning this. We don't have a lot of dirty smoke in this park. We have none, actually. It's all clean steam. So what we'll do is we'll put this on the edge right there. Flashing lights warning, I guess. Sorry, y'all. We'll tilt this up just a little bit. I am sticking to public domain books. If I wasn't, I would be reading so many stories. I really want to read the Foundation series for you all. But Isaac Asimov's work is not yet in the public domain, unfortunately. Yeah. I guess I technically probably could if I didn't keep the VODs up. I could just do it. But then that also takes away the ability, right, to like make a YouTube audiobook out of it, all that fun stuff. I've been really tempted to read the Silo books. I want to read them just as a reader for sure. And we have the Wicked novel, and I've been really tempted. But Snap was like, you've already seen this much of the play, in movie form. It's like, so just wait. Maybe we can try to catch the play or whatever. And so I'm trying to hold out. Because he's like, you get the full Wicked experience, and then you can read the book version. But, we'll see how long that lasts. I see where he's coming from, for sure. I think I'm gonna take those explosions. How far away can you see them? Oh my god. Those look really cool. Alright, we gotta add a few more. Yeah, the end of this season of Silo was wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, exactly. That's what I hope. I'm still like I've only done 3 so far, and I've noticed I've learned things with each upload and with each edit. So I'm getting a little bit of a system, but there's still work that needs to be done on making them consistently good, right? Oh yeah, I was on the tip. We're gonna confirm, we're going to advanced move and duplicate, and we're just going to do the exact same on this side. You love Silo, it's your favorite TV show. I completely agree. I would say my favorite TV show that's currently in production, or like currently still being made, is The Rings of Power. I had very, very low hopes for that show. I don't know why. I was just, I had my expectations set very low. And I didn't watch the first season. And then when the second season started airing, I saw Snap watching it and was like, oh my god, I must watch. It's brilliant. Brilliantly done. Not close enough. You need to catch Juliet Lives. You need to catch up with Rings of Power. You've really enjoyed what you've seen. It's a good one. I'm gonna turn the game down just a little because that's a lot of explosions happening. A lot. Now that we're in the special effect phase, that's gonna happen. There. There it is. Oh no. It's fine, we can rotate it. So what we'll do is, to be honest, it needs to come over this way, and then there. It should be fine, right? There. Ish. That's fine. Okay, so what does that look like from back here? Oh my goodness. So we come in this way, explode. Not this way, they explode. There's gonna be synced up explosions. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is we're going to also put a few explosions up top and an explosion, I'm sorry, like flamethrowers out here. The cool thing about triggers is I can set one trigger and then make a sequence of things happen with different start times. So if I time it and I'm like, if it hits here and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just as an example, but I guess we could actually time it. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, just like right around 3 seconds. We could time these explosions to be however long apart, all that, just from one trigger. So why don't we build that trigger now, and then we can keep adding to the trigger? I'm curious, Chase, have you been messing with the triggers at all on Planet Coaster? They're some of my favorite things about ride creation. Let's see, it is under customize. Create trigger sequence. There's already one trigger. So let's place a new trigger. It's probably going to be here, because that other trigger is here. So let's bring this down. Yeah, that trigger creates the fire effect that makes it look like it's always burning, because it's burning when you first see it, and then it turns off right as you get in. You've never gotten around to learning triggers? I am happy to teach you if you have any questions, because I'm going to be talking through it. Even though they don't have the full license to the Silmarillion, you enjoy the creative liberties they've taken. Yes. Yeah, here's the trigger. So it hit the trigger. It's going, and then it turns off right before they get there. So here, what I'm doing is it's connected to the track, and you have to kind of pull it around, and it is from the last place that you put a trigger. So we're gonna hit here, and we're gonna add more stuff to this trigger, but it'll get us started. Take a sip of my tea. Just finished and just chugged it. So now we have the triggers menu. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add objects, and then we're just going to multi-select all of these items. There and there, and then we go through and grab these bad boys. Selected. I guess I'm not in danger of selecting the scenery. I get nervous. Where are you? There you are. Come here, buddy. Alright, so we have all 6. Confirm selection. Doink. So now we have 6 explosions. I'm assuming these are the first 3 and these are the last 3. I don't know for sure, but I'll get there. So it trigger starts there. So let's count when the next one comes through. Let's time it. I'm thinking it's going to be 1 full second. I'm just going to guess. 1 full second. Just kind of drag them like this. And then this one is going to be more like closer to 3 seconds. Yes. See? We're already kind of just like getting a little closer. I want this to last to kind of go out a little bit, and maybe this one start just a little bit later, and then have like extra explosion happen, and then like something like this maybe. Yeah, that's more like it. You've decided you're going to pick up Plan Code 2 when it goes on sale next. You were very on the fence for a long time. Yeah, you were right to be on the fence. This game still doesn't always feel feature complete, and that's a disappointment. But I just remind myself, it's not Cities 2. And I'm still happy that I made... make this one last a little longer. And I'm still happy that I made the purchase, but you're also talking to somebody who... I think the last time I pre-ordered a game, or I would say it was No Man's Sky, maybe? And even then I wasn't that disappointed. I guess I keep my expectations small. There it is. Okay, so now we do big explosions and flamethrowers. So we just close that. And so I think it's all set for on trigger. Looks like it must be, because it's only playing. You get automatically set. That was one thing in Plan Code 1 that it didn't always do. It's like obvious that you want to make it a trigger, but you'd still have to select in the UI. You've had a huge Plan Code burnout, which you think is finally fading? Good. I'm definitely feeling more like creative in this game than ever, but I hit burnout hard with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. My computer couldn't really play anything else. I was an Undertale streamer at first. Well, I played Undertale for like several months. So I just couldn't really get myself back into playing it. Oops, you know what? But one day I'm sure. So let's see. Flamethrower. Yeah, so we're gonna want this to be a thing. I'm gonna kind of leave it off to the side. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then we'll time that in with everything. You think you first came across my stream at the tail end of me playing RCT2? I think you're right. Yeah, because you came in right at the end of the MacBook days when I was streaming as a PNG, I think. And I was so determined to get Jer, to free him from the prison of the MacBook. I'm very glad that I have. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll like do a couple of them. It feels weird. But maybe it's not that weird. We just see how it's positioned. There, it's kind of hidden in there. That isn't really for the writer, right? The explosions will be for the writer, but this is more like general theming. And you know what? Oh, we do have ads starting in about 50 seconds. If you do get those ads, please don't watch them. Please stand up, get yourself a bevy. We will be here. I may take a short break, but MacBook Twitch streamer. That's something you don't hear very often. Yes, I did, like, you know, if you're at like a party or whatever. I remember it was like Halloween, I think, and I told somebody that I was streaming as a VTuber on a MacBook Air, and they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, the 3D tracking failed early, but it was worth a shot." Let's see here. We're gonna do explosion. Did I not place it? Let me fix that. Flamethrower first. Okay. Awesome. So now we can just change it in here. That is sweet. I did not realize we could do that. Now, good job, Planco 2. You think you've finally converted from Mac to PC, only took the better part of 2 years. You know, I am still a Mac person for my job. I still have to use Mac, but I do much prefer PCs. We're doing a surface move. We're gonna like put it like here, maybe. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I see what I should do. This should come from the same place as the explosion, as if it explodes and then lets air out. So let's grab this bad boy. Oh, flamethrower. this way, and then like this. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna put that there. So now what we gotta do is program those in. This, that, and that. Create trigger sequence, edit. So we need to add objects to our little sequence. We need to add bad boy. This. Is it letting me select it, or do I need to get out here? Boink. Yeah. Lots of fast scrolling. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah. Wait a second. I'm missing stuff. What is happening here? Let's see, which one is this? I think it's this here. I think it's the back explosion. I'm gonna delete this. Because we have... Oh, wait, no. Need to delete that. And we'll go back in and add objects. I think because I didn't select add to selection. And I was just going in one by one. Boink. Boink. It is selected, right? We're gonna trust. Oh yeah, 3 items, so no, it's not. There we go, 4 items, confirm. And now we know we have 2 flamethrower bursts, 2 explosions. So we need to look at the trigger sequence as a whole. So this goes off. I'm gonna say this is probably, I don't know which flamethrower is which. Yeah, let's put this one here because I'm thinking that one's the back. This in the middle. This should be the first explosion, middle explosion, second explosion. Okay. I think the flamethrower burst should just start at the same time, huh? Because they're a little too delayed, because it's gas escaping. Let's see what that looks like. You had a job that got you hooked on Mac years ago. Mac is definitely better at many things, but not for what you're currently doing. I agree. There it is. Nice. Let's watch that again, see if we need to adjust. Yeah, my whole industry is really stuck on Macs, but they're really good for media production. They're just not good for gaming or live media production. All right, I think I'm happy with that for now, but we are not done. So we have the outside. We can scooch those in a little bit, huh? yeah. See. Blink. Let's bring this down just a little bit. Just for the sake of media-related projects, they definitely excel. That's for sure. Let me grab my water one sec. So, when we come in here as writers, there's going to be all these explosions happening, but I want this thing to be filled with fog and there to be like some kind of moving stream of wind. Now, how do I make that happen? I have ideas, but I don't know for sure. So we're going to go to scenery. I'm going to go to fog, steam, rising steam, boiling steam. Okay, yeah, it's got to be boiling because this is a big deal steam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in all of the surfaces, like all around. So where's the first one gonna go? First one's gonna go down here. Yeah. Which is strange because your job that had the entire company on Mac was a tech startup. The only department that had PC was marketing. That does seem backwards. That's so funny. Yes. Maybe if you were making like an iPhone app or something, but that's not every tech startup. That's wild. I feel like a lot of these the Steam stuff can probably stay running the whole time, and then we'll do some kind of like jet of something. I don't know yet. But yeah, I know Ruin knows I'm making this, but I don't think he knows how hard I'm going on this coaster. This was his inspiration. He inspired me to make this. I didn't realize how hard I was going to go on it, but I just kept getting inspiration and I said, hey, I'm just going to make something really big. Just make it big. Why not? Guess it should come from up top, right? It's just really far away. But it realistically should come from the edges. The CTO tried to explain it all to you, but it went over your head. I'm sure, as most tech startup things would absolutely go over my head. There we go. Blink. have it come from different areas, so it's not all like uniformly lined up. There. Yeah, these are just gonna keep rolling. I need another one over there. Bring it right there. Oh, my X, Y, and Z's are confused. I don't know my alphabet right now. At least not the last 3 letters. There it is. Look at all that stain. Guess we need to add some more. We could go harder, but I don't mind it right now. Let's figure out. Well, only need to add a couple more. Let's just do it. So got this one here. What's happening? Oh, it's still. Oops. Oh, Trubbish escaped. Trubbish is a good Pokemon. You're just trash. You're just a little trash guy. You can't help it. Don't we all have a little trash guy deep down inside? There we go. And we'll do one more. Oh yeah, you go for it. How long am I streaming tonight? And maybe at least another hour or so. I'm trying to keep my streams to 3 hours or longer. Don't always succeed, but yeah, I'll be here for a while longer. Please go enjoy your dinner. Food is very important. Snap made some adobo that I'm gonna dig into when this is done tonight. Yeah, that works for me. So the next is a jet. Is there like a jet? Mountain jet, water jet, fire jet. But that's like actual jet fire. Let's ride it. Let's see what it looks like inside as a rider. See what we can do. We haven't ridden on it in a hot minute anyway. In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yes, same to you, Chase. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will be back on Thursday. Sure. Oh, and I'll try to catch you when you're live. Most definitely. By the way, if anybody enjoys the stream, you will also love Chase's stream. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Wait. I misspelled it. Don't look at that one. Let's go. That's the right one. Oh, and I wasn't watching, but it looked cool. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Of course, Chase. Go enjoy dinner, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm wondering how that's looking from far away, right? And this is going to be the start of the second area of the palace. I really decided to go big, but the palace is far from done. And this is a workshop piece that's, I think it's maybe more intended to be an external facade. The inside doesn't seem to be done, but I'll finish it and we'll make it work. I do love that giant zeppelin up there. And then down, here's another triggered sequence. And maybe we should go in here and fill this with hell. It's gonna be a lot of hellfire. And I think we can do it. And then coming through, those doors will probably just be open and not, well, they might be on a trigger sequence, but this one definitely will be. Nice. That works. That works for me. Not too shabby. Does it still have a ways to go? Absolutely. But we are on the right track. I really love the way it starts. So like jumping out of the door. You know what? Let's time the door. Let's give the door an animation. And then just kind of comes out right into the palace yard. Something about it is just, I love it. Let's see, when is another one going to come out? It's every 25 seconds. But it also just looks really cool. Like Six Flags Magic Mountain. Superman it's like above sections of the park. It's on a higher part of the mountain. The whole park is kind of on a mountain. And so you walk underneath the track and it's going like 100 miles an hour. You can hear it throughout the whole park. It's so loud underneath. But this, I decided to really kind of hide / also elevate the situation. What's going on? Is there nobody? There's nobody here. Rosalind Haas? Yeah, you better get here. Where are you, Rosalind? Do we need more staff? I'll get more staff. I don't know if that's how it works. There you go. Go find something to do. There we go. Now it's working. There it goes. Yeah, let's give this door an animation. That'll be fun. So, mythology door. open. Maybe I get rid of the inner door. Well, I think if we put the trigger right here. Well, let's try. Let's give it a go. So, open for X seconds is what we'll do on trigger only, I guess. So it's okay. This is good to know. Its base state is closed, so we can open it on a trigger. Let's go. So, boink, 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 and create trigger sequence. Now we're gonna have to place. The trigger's gonna be like way up there. Hello. There's not a lot of track. Here's the indoor figure 8. Yeah, here it comes. I do find it interesting that you can't just click on a piece and make it a trigger. You have to drag it, but you know, I won't ask too many questions. Okay, so it's kind of right there. Okay, so I've selected that one, and then we add to selection. Only one item selected. Oh, maybe it's the outside one that hasn't been selected. There we are. Now we have 2 objects selected. Confirm selection. So now they're added. Into the color. Did I mess that up? Oh no. Oh, it's showing whenever I select it. That is good to know. Most of them are always so tiny. I just never noticed that feature. So this is the first one. Open door, pause, close. 3 seconds is plenty. Three seconds might be too much, honestly. Let's do 2 seconds. It kind of opens through them. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. See how that works. Huh. Maybe just a second. I mean it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just a little. I think it has to be like right here. You know what? The door may go through the people. And if that happens, so be it. Let's be a little bit. See how this goes. Honestly, it's just enough time. It's perfect. Perfect little baby. Yep. We made a trigger. Let's see what that looks like from outside. Okay, we are a guest. cool. I tried to get first person camera up and running, but it didn't seem to... Oh, there it is. Ooh. I can see some glaring issues that I can fix. I'm gonna watch it as a visitor. Just once. Yeah, that works beautifully. So that means we can probably do the same for all these other doors. That was really simple. That wasn't that difficult. Let's do this one. Create trigger sequence. Place new trigger. And now we're at the front of the coaster, so I'm gonna go backwards. Oops. It'll be something like this. Probably. We'll start with it like there. Excuse me. Oh wait, gotta do multi-selection. So there and there. Now it's both. Confirm selection. And I think they should open right away. We'll just see what happens when somebody hits this trigger. Here it comes. Nope. We're only going to do 1 second for each of these. But we need to put that trigger way further back. It needs to be something like this. That's pretty dang good. Let's try that again. Come somebody. Oh, that's sweet. It's just right. Okay. What's the next door? This one here. New trigger. 5. Where's 5? 5. Oh no, why are you there, bro? I'm gonna go backwards. Maybe because we are going fast, maybe I put the trigger here. Edit. Go in and put this. I'll add objects, this, and this. Confirm selection. Let's see what it looks like. I should probably, I don't have to, but I have all of the accoutrement from, because this is part of the station. I just duplicated the station. Here comes somebody. Okay, so that trigger needs to be back just a little bit. But we're in a good place with it. I'm gonna put it like there, And then we're gonna make this 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no, I missed it. I got flustered. Okay, it'll be just a second. Oh, excuse me. The more unfortunate souls are about to be dropped off. Oh, they're gonna go off of Mount Olympus. They're gonna go up into the mountain. Nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there it is. And then we go around, we go right through this way. And then we have these doors. I really hope they are also animatable. I don't think they are, but it's worth a check. So we have that done. That done, that done. Yes, they are openable. Oh, they're on a moving platform. You've already done the work for me, Frontier Workshop creator. You are an absolute god. Thank you. So let's put down our trigger. Trigger sequence. There? No, it is probably over here. 4, 5. Oh, I haven't. It is back there. So we'll just swing it around this way. Maybe there? I don't know how slow it's gonna be. Hey, Sable, how are you doing, my friend? I'm doing fantastic tonight. We are just playing some Planet Coaster 2. Just it's a theme park and roller coaster simulator. We're making ourselves a really fun themed mythological park. How are you doing? What are you up to tonight? Y'all, if you all don't follow Sable, I recommend you do so. We raided them last night, a couple nights ago, and they are really talented. They're a really talented TCG card shop player, along with other things. You legit read it as Planet Crafter. That's amazing. You know, I think there is a game called Planet Crafter, so you wouldn't have been too far off. There we go. Throw you a shout out because recommend that anybody please go follow him. You know, Sable, something you said at the end of your stream really resonated with me. Just make sure that you are part of the solution and not the problem. You know, your messages of love and inclusion are everything. So it was really great stumbling into your stream. We're gonna add objects here. Ooh. You're gonna let me select it. I'm gonna have to get inside. Get the mechanism. Ooh. Okay. And grab it. Awesome. And currently selected. Oh, gotta go grab it again. That's one of those quirks about this game, right? But for making something detailed and you're burying it inside the geometry, you gotta go digging sometimes. Confirm selected. So we don't know what this is gonna look like yet. This was made by the Frontier Workshop creator. We're about to, should be triggered very soon. Could be a coaster coming up through. They do it every 25 seconds. Yeah, we did it. We did it, we did it. I would love to take a ride on this with all the doors working. Let's see here. This one should be going next, and we're gonna change it to orbit. And we'll do it to first person here in a minute. You strongly believe in inclusion, love, and helping anyone you can, either in or out of the digital. Yes. So true. Like you said, people before pixels. Very, very wise, and it's very needed. It is the way. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. I know that's a reference to Battlestar Galactica, but I cannot remember what the call and response is. Unless my memory is failing me, which it definitely does quite often. All right, so this is our dark ride section. And now I'm gonna put us in first person. Now we're about to get launched. Great. So this next section of the track, this is where we have all of those doors. We go in. And we go down and through. We'll have to put all that fire in. Maybe that'll be the next thing that we do. And then here is where all of our doors are. Opened, opened. Boink, boink, boink. Opened. All right. We have all the doors. Except for the final one, but I think that's just going to stay open. I think it should just stay open. Let's see here. Yeah, looking pretty solid. Still need lots of cleanup, that's for sure. You know what? Let's take a break from the big coaster in the big section of the park, and let's spend our time in the burgeoning kiddie area of the park, which is right there. We can put in a monorail station, so finally the monorail could go places. Yeah, we're gonna put in another station. We're gonna make the monorail probably go out this way. This monorail is super just like placeholdery, but we have this kiddie coaster here that's right now way too intense. I think I'm just gonna need to get in there and like rebuild sections because it's the drop. I really wanted the drop to follow the mountain, but I then send them into a what's the word? Not a spiral. You know, one of those curvy things, a banked curve, banked turn, and a helix. That's the word. And you know, their little soft cartilage necks wouldn't maybe do so great. Corkscrew, yes, this one is a helix. The corkscrew would be inverting them, but you're on the right track. And you said you'll admit you may not have all the answers someone is looking for, but you'll try your best to give sound advice. Your Twitch DMs are always open, as well as your Discord DMs. For anyone that needs to talk, complain, or just to yell at someone, you don't judge. That's very sweet. And I don't doubt it. I really don't. Let's see. I know what we'll do. Is I am thinking I get us down way too quickly, when what I should be doing is kind of, let me get rid of this. Delete. So I'm doing too big of a jump, or too big of a drop for these children. And we'll start the test. We can just watch these things. Oh, you know what? Let's change, while we're at it, because we'll need this for the testing of the physics. Let's change the speed of the lift hill to like 6, because it is really slow. The difference between 6 and 4 miles per hour on a lift hill does feel significant enough. And we do want to give them some anticipation. These kids need to know what it feels like to go up a long chain lift. Right, go to construction mode. So we're gonna drop them here. Something like this, and then we'll do the corkscrew. How fast is that going? 25 miles an hour? That's not so bad. So now we'll do the helix down. Ooh. I think I just created the same problem. I know what I need to do. So I need to go up with it. Like that. And then go flat. And then from the flat, then do the helix down. Because if we go down and then straight into helix, we're not giving ourselves any room. We're just gonna start going really fast. No, we will make this one shorter. It doesn't need to be a super big deal. And then this one is the, and we can make it smaller. You're glad you were able to catch the stream. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. My kitty cat wants out. Let me let her. Oh, snap. Snap. My husband just let her out. You know how cats are. They want in and they want out, and they want in, out. This may be too big of a drop. Oops. A couple of the cars made it. The speed there. I was gonna restart the test. So I could connect it, but I think I need to burn off speed before I do any of this. Let's see what our G-forces are going into the helix. Oh, thank you. Yes. We'll see you in just a minute. Please take your time. All right, so we're going really fast for a kiddie coaster, so we should totally make it go just a little slower. And just a heads up, we do have ads starting in about a minute. Now, if you do get those ads, as I always say, I am not invested in you watching them, so please go take care of yourself, get a bevy, all that good stuff. And I'm still going to be here. We're going to keep playing, so if you have Twitch Turbo or you are a subscriber, we'll keep rolling along. But just know, if we're playing a narrative game, I will always stop down, so you will never miss the important things. This, we're just simming around tonight, right? Just simming about. Okay, so I'm gonna place that, and then I'm gonna go to edit mode, and I'm gonna get rid of this. Delete, 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 delete. I don't really like the coaster, any of it, after. Well, I don't mind this part. It was going so fast. Okay, so there's something weird going on over here. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, so we built the helix. Can we make it any smaller? I think this is... okay. So we're not going to turn it. We're going to go up. Yeah, let's like burn off a significant amount of speed, and then we will even out like right here. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an intense ride for the kiddos, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Hopefully not. Maybe we'll get turned. Yeah, we're not doing really intense angles here. Trying to keep it really smooth. This is at 55 feet. at 24 feet. I have to go down just a little bit. I'm afraid we're going to be going way too fast. But you know, we could make the trains smaller. Maybe. I just want to auto-complete it smoothly. I guess we can always smooth it. Yeah, there we go. Auto-complete. 1 second. Alright. Oh, so you'll let me know you stream Card Shop, Valheim, Diablo 2 Resurrected, and maybe, oh, Planet Crafter, Palia or Pal World. Not sure on the last 3 though. Nice. I have watched some Valheim, so I'm planning on catching you for some Valheim streams. Oh, we lost. We weren't going fast enough. Boom. But I do love myself a survival crafter of any kind. Valheim. I've never played it, but as far as survival games, I've played a lot of No Man's Sky. That one really gets me. I like to build with it more than anything, but let's see. So if we're not going fast enough, that's a good problem to have for a kiddie coaster. But I think I'm gonna have to drop this down. You play 4,075 hours in Valheim. You play way too much. No joke. Yeah, across the different systems that I have for No Man's Sky, I've got about maybe a little over 1,000. It's definitely my most played game. Okay, oh, we almost got it. But you know what will fix this is... I take that back. That is absolutely not my most played game, because I level capped a character on Elder Scrolls Online. And in order to level cap a character on an MMO, countless hours, countless days of my life. I didn't get all the champion points. Those are an extra level of work that I did not put in, but I'm gonna make this a little bit higher. And I'm gonna maybe speed up this. Just by, you tell people if you like Rust, Ark, and Minecraft, you'll love Valheim. Oh no, that sounds dangerous. Because I do love those things. I've never played Rust, but I've played a little bit of Ark and a decent amount of Minecraft. I didn't catch the wave until much further along. My college roommate, right after college, my roommate and I both had PlayStation 3s, and so we had a little Minecraft world that we shared, and would play in opposite parts of the house late at night. If one of us couldn't sleep, we'd be in the Minecraft world, and then the other one would pop in and realize that neither of us could sleep. It's kind of nice. Valheim is Viking Minecraft. That's a really good way to put it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these smaller, because these were designed to bring the speed down. Made that smaller. Well, let's see, how fast is it going and where does the slowdown happen? Start test. Ride camera. I sometimes get a little nauseous with the direct sitting in the car. Just depends on the coaster type. I feel like with this one it might be a little better in chase, but I'm doing this because I want to see at what point do we lose our speed, and is there a point where we go too fast. I don't really want to go over like 35 miles an hour, maybe 40 for like a split second. Okay, we hit 40, perfect. Maybe this time we'll make it 40 miles an hour. I did speed up that again. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'll just lower this. That's what I need to do. We have clearance space, and it might actually be cooler if we stick closer. 1 second, my cats are... If I had the cat cam on right now, you could see they are disagreeing over the bed. One second, I have to fix some cat politics. Lily wanted the bed. Miss Floofy Pants was already sleeping in the bed. And that was not great. I turned around and Lily was laying on top of Miss Floofy Pants, arms around her torso. Miss Floofy Pants just quietly growling. They like being in here when I'm streaming, but they also like leaving a lot, and that gets frustrating. All right, let's start this test. If we can make it through, that little hump, then I think we're golden. And we don't have to do as much theming on this as we're gonna do basic theming. But we're not doing like our showstopper where it's just like constant explosions and fire and steam. Here it comes. All right, 24 miles an hour. Our G's are gravy. All right. 30. Please make it. Please make it. Oh, just barely makes it. I don't hate that. But I do have the ability to change the friction modifier, I think. Which I think will be really helpful. Or maybe I put on another train car. Maybe I just add an extra car, because I think that'll add. Doesn't add much. Oh no, it adds a lot. Let's try that. Let's see. I think that will not have an issue getting through, and it's probably going to go faster, to be honest, which is fine. Yes. Just, it's, I'm trying against all instincts to make a coaster that is not too intense. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Where's our test data? There we go. 2 cars of 5 each. They're really close together though. Not a fan of that. What happens? So it's going up, down, up. Here's where it's going to pick up speed. We got to see how much that extra car. It only adds an extra mile per hour for that drop, so maybe it may just get us over the edge, but not by much. It's this area right here. Way better than it was, so to be honest, I don't hate it. This is for kids after all. Yeah. Why is it like that? Why are you like that, Coaster? Find out. Move. There we go. And you know what? We'll just make these go a little less breaky. Target speed 16 miles an hour. Let's give them 9. Let's give them 20. It might be too much, but we'll see. Alright, it's going down the spiral now. Coming around. Alright, going up and around here. You know what? It makes it going 16 miles an hour, and you know what? If you're a kid on a coaster, that doesn't seem too terribly slow, I'm sure. So please, just for that extra couple of miles per hour. Dang. Maybe we just take the brakes off altogether. Maybe we don't really need them. What if we just take them off? Let's see what happens. Delete and... That's not right. This doesn't make any sense. It should have just... There we go. It should have just changed. If I click that, can't I just click that? It's not letting me. That's fine. Can do it the old-fashioned way. Good evening, Mattheus. How are you doing tonight, my friend? I hope you're having a great evening. Your Monday has been treating you well. I am struggling against this. You know what? That works. And then we can smooth it. Smooth. Smooth. And there. See if that does the trick. Let's ride it this time. Show me that long, beautiful thing you want to see. There it is. Choo choo. It may not be a steam engine, but it is a train method of transport. I'm just actually saying a little bit ago, that that's really just a placeholder.
My favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this,
all night long.
I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Yes. Rain. Oh my. I hope this isn't making you dizzy, Sable. The front row views can be a little intense. But having this little guy in front it kind of helps the nausea a little bit. We make it without incident. I'm happy. I'm very happy. So this is the start of our children's area. We've been working on this palace here. This whole thing is a palace, right? You've got your front area, your defensible positions, and then going slowly to where the important person lives. In this case, it's Zeus. So Zeus living here, Mount Olympus, we've got a whole coaster, and this is the underworld, full of fire, which we still have to put a lot of the fire in. But I have an entry here because it's gonna loop around. Why don't we build some path? Oh yeah, still editing the coaster. It's like, what's happening? Too big. Let's go with 6. Yeah, that should be perfect. I'm gonna put columns underneath, but for now it's just kind of open. Oh my. What is happening to the ground? And what I should do first is I should even this all out. So let's do that first. So get into the terrain. Make it kind of large. Not that large though. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do kind of a slight gradient. Use the chisel tool and we'll make it like really low. And then just kind of do something like that. Yeah, that way this is all even Steven. We can like chisel that down. That way we keep the mountainous theming a little bit. There we go. Let's go back in and do some pathing. Still not hitting the ground. There we are. Now I think we're hitting the ground. What is it like over there? I think, is it the same thing here? I think I went with mostly hard edges. I think that's what we'll do this time. Ooh, that might be a little crooked. I can scoot that over later. But we're gonna turn connection is square, line style is straight. And so here we have our little entrance where everything kind of fans out. I'm guessing maybe we can make this kind of connect here. We can have some shops and stuff. Yeah, Oop. There we are. But yeah, we can put trees, we can put stuff. Now, that's just the coaster. This is my first time building a children's part of the park. I've been asked to do that in another couple of parks, and I thought it was very much time, since this is like my first, I guess super park is probably the only way I could describe it, because it's the biggest thing I've ever done. How are we gonna set this up? So we have, let's take a bird's eye view, shall we? So what I'm thinking is we can have a ride over here.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I
Oh,
hope you do.
I do. Thank you. And I'm proud of you. Oop. So we have, this will be like our little midway, just kind of like all these others. There'll be businesses and stuff until we get to maybe like here. And then we'll queue it. We'll like wrap the queue around or something. We'll put a building over it at some point before we go ham on the, what's the word? The pathing and queue lines, all of that stuff. We're just doing regular width, smaller width. We'll do it like right there. And what we can do is put down another little plaza. That way it's kind of like highlighting the ride, you know? Make it big old plaza. Maybe not that big, maybe half as big. Cutting into the ground there, we'll have to flatten I'll have to flatten this all out. Just realizing. Guess there's no better time than the present. So that will be the entrance and exit area. Less of a plaza and more of just a path. We'll just have a path. And so maybe here we have like a circular thing of rides. And you know, it's a kids area, so it's very blocked off. There's only like one way in, one way out. It's not a very leaky region. And then it'll loop around. It'll come from here, go around. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Do we need to make it a little bigger? Yes, we will. We'll just make it big. Big. Very big. And then now we will make the line style a curve. And we'll do something like this. There. Bigger. It's frustrating. Ah, I have an idea. I'm gonna delete this one here. And we're gonna get back to this size, which I think is like 6. So that way it will feel like a little bit of a bigger area, a little bit of a, say it with me, plaza. So, I'm gonna build a circle. Maybe we'll even Oh, that'll confuse things. Just... Now we make sure it lines up. Yes, because if it doesn't, it will bug me till the cows come home. It just has to be vaguely lined up. It doesn't have to be super special. Like, yeah, vaguely lined up is fine with me. So we have our little loop-de-doop. And this is where we can put rides. So I'm gonna not chisel, I'm going to flatten the foundation all the way around. Where we can put rides on it. Gotta be careful though, because I don't want to raise up the area surrounding. Oops. Yeah, that area right there. No. Yeah, because it's just a little bit lower there. I'm gonna make this smaller, make this bigger. Just kind of go in with a fine-toothed comb. This gives us a little something something to work with. Yoink. And oh, it's way too big. Awesome. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just gonna go ham on it. There should be plenty of space. Oh, look at that tree! Barely sticking out of the tippy top. Get out of here, train. I can't see anything. There. And then we will bring down the percentage, and then we can kind of ease it. There. It works for me for now. We can deal with that all later. So now what rides do we want to go in? Oops, that's not the rides. Let's hit some flat rides. Nothing too intense, right? Tiny eye. Oh, that's aquatic themed. Resort themed. Wait, is it Zeus and Friends animated parade? Is that what I saw? Oh yeah. This is a pretty cool thing. Yeah. Pretty nifty. Don't think it's gonna go here though. It is a little sillier, so it does kind of fit in like, you know, like the kids park. That's not a ride. Create custom. So we've got zipper, we've got the Ferris wheel. Let's do the tiny eye. Cute kids ride. So we can have a centerpiece ride at the end, maybe? It's only that close because I'm lining it up. Badoink. Something like that. Just cute. Just a cute little guy. Hanging out. We'll make the entrance right here and the exit right there. Build that queue. Blink. Blink. Oh no. Things got weird. We can put some decor in the very front. There. And then here. We can make that tiny. Boink. Ta-da! Open. Of course, all of this is going to get the same theming treatment that all of this is getting, right? We are... In fact, let's take a ride on this bad boy. We haven't ridden it yet. This stream, and I'm really proud of this coaster, and it really does show off a lot of the park and what the park has to offer, you know? This also, I built a mountain for this ride, and it was the first mountain I built, which made me realize, it was like a practice, but made me realize I could probably make a Mount Olympus if I tried hard enough, but yeah, and this, of course, was all made by yours truly. And this is my favorite part right here. And I know exactly where we are going, so I think I will be raiding us out. And we are gonna go meet somebody that make a new friend. This person is playing Planet Coaster 2 right now, and they also seem to be a real chill streamer. And we're gonna go make a new friend. Let me send you over there. So this is Goody Good Gaming, and so we can keep the Planet Coaster train just a-rolling. So I just want to first of all thank you all so much for being here tonight. And I know this is not a normal night where I normally stream, so I am going to be back on Thursday. Yes, going to be back on Thursday, and I hope to see you here. Again, thank you so much, and I guess we will go ahead and call it. Love you all. Sending you a big hug. Have a good night. I'll see you over at Goody Stream.